Okay, so how I graphed this is you put it into your calculator and you're going to find the values that make sense. Remember, we're only looking for the interval from 2 to 11. So I put it into my calculator and I looked at what was the value when x is 2, and it was 1. And then what was the value when x is 3? X was 0. And then the next whole number value was when x was 6, the output was -1, and then when the input was 11, the output was -2. So those were like the 4 whole number points in my calculator. I graphed those and then I connected it. Now notice I did not put arrows on the end or have them continue, because it says to only graph it over the interval x between 2 and 11. So when x is from 2 to 11, including 2 and 11. So therefore I have closed circles on the end here and here. They're not open. So I've only graphed it over this interval. So I've sort of boxed that in. I've only graphed it over like the interval from here to here, 2 to 11. So it says, what's the domain and range? Well, the domain is all of the inputs, all of the x values that you're putting into the function. So that's the answer is the domain is x is from 2 to 11. I mean, it told us the interval to graph it over. Now the range is all the possible output values. What are all the y values that we could get out? Well, certainly we got out 1. An easy way to do this is to sort of box in the interval for the y, right? So I've sort of put it goes from here, if I trace over to the y, up to here on the y. So the possible output values for the y were from here to here. So the highest y value we got was a 1, and the lowest we got was a -2, and we got all the values in between. So the possible outputs, or the range, is -2 all the way up to 1, and that's g of x, not f of x. So there's that.